Definitely the work that Heartland Alliance has done in the past decade and a half has really committed to ensuring women's efforts are recognized and also supported and promoted in Nigeria and in sub-Saharan Africa. To a very large extent, over 70% of the people that have benefited from our program over the years are women. Over 70% of them are women. And we have also ensured intentionally that the board of Heartland Alliance is made of women to a large extent. Out of a board, of 7, we have like 4 women. And that is very key, for the organization supporting women. Out of a management team of 6, 3 are women, So to that extent, we have actually supported women in terms of their health, in terms of their dignity, and in terms of their rights. We also are very intentional in recruitment. Periodically, even this morning, I spoke with the senior HR manager, about having a survey to look at the number of women we have within the organization. So periodically, we check. In terms of health, to a very large extent, we do a lot around cervical cancer screening. We do a lot about, safe, delivery for women, especially women living with HIV, to ensure that they also have children who are free from HIV through prevention of mother-to-child transmission. We do a lot of work with women who use and inject drugs to ensure that their capacity is built, to ensure that they are strong enough on harm reduction, and so on and so forth. I can go on and on, but let me stop here. We do a lot to defend the rights of women. In fact, women who are victims or survivors of gender-based violence, we have supported a lot of them across the country to be able to get their dignity back, to be able to fight for them, to get lawyers, to get, social workers to engage with them, explore situations, explore options in their best interest.
The Alliance has been, I would say, forefront of women's issues, from HIV/AIDS treatment and care services we provide, to even the women having children, whom Heartland Alliance also focus on pediatric care. Of course, women, our children, is in our hearts. And so that is one of the strongest gain you can talk about, from cervical cancer screening, from sexual and reproductive health programs, which Heartland Alliance is the forefront, to women who use and inject drugs, to, so many of them. And in fact, looking at even couple relationship, into also Heartland Alliance focus on gender and gender-based violence and all of that activities around. So I mean, for Heartland Alliance, women issues is always at the forefront. If you are looking at it from the human capital management, you can also look at it, the benefits from even the women who are occupying major positions in the organization, for instance, to our financial controller, to our chief operations officer, and the gender director, and of course to my humble self, the senior HR manager, to our procurement, senior manager for procurement and all of that. So, I mean, you can count the number. And finally, to even add to it, not final, but I mean majorly for the senior management positions, we have our director of programs, who is also a female. And so it's for Heartland, you cannot rule out the fact that women issues and also importance of women in everything, every aspect of our health service delivery is at the forefront, and it has benefited from time immemorial.
Yes, Heartland Alliance Nigeria have come a long way in terms of providing health benefits and dignity to women here in the country and over. So many examples, for instance, the sexual assault and referral center. We have about but about 4 of them which are all domiciled in Heartland Alliance offices. And we have attended to and resolved the issues of rape of women. I have the data I may want to share, but in Oyo, in Cross River, in Lagos, and even Bayelsa, we have been able to provide both health intervention for those women being assaulted, and also we have also supported them legally to make sure that they get justice for the wrongs being done to them sexually.
It's very clear that whatever you give to a woman, you gain so much more. So much more. You know, I mean, they gave back to us just by being with our fathers, you know, and from that, which is biological, it also applies even in economics. I did a lot of work on microfinance in my early days, you know, early 2000, you know, and we did a lot with women. And when you give a woman, as of that time, 5,000 naira, within 6 months, you won't believe what that woman will make. She'll be talking to you about 30 to 40 or 50,000 naira from just 5,000 naira. In that context, either as individual or as a family or as an organization or as a people or as a country, giving to women actually makes the world a better place, and we have a lot more to gain if we do that, because women can always stand for us, even in terms of healthcare, social justice, economic justice, and so on and so forth. Women have been proven to be very good managers of resources. So every investment in a woman is an investment in the world, and it makes the world a better place.
For men to be allied to what women are doing, just to be able to see the gain, it's very important for men to be very supportive in what women come out with, be it your mom, your wife, your sister, your aunt, it doesn't matter. You actually need to be there to show support and to help in areas that feels very important, and to support the dream of any woman out there, because in the society it's very important. They say if you train a woman, you have probably trained a community. So it's really important for men to be supportive, and I see a lot of men being very supportive, most especially where their spouses are, their wives, their mothers, their aunts, and all that, you know. So if they show those level of commitment and dedication to the drive of the women, I think it will take us to a greater height.
Men will contribute towards women's advancement through providing equal opportunities for the women. You know, most times equal opportunities are not given to women. They will say, this is a lady, this is a lady, this is a man. We need to scrap that thing by giving them equal opportunities.